Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my first YouTube tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how I created this beautiful pink soft glam. I'm starting with foundation. I'm going to be mixing the shades Punjab and Aruba. I'm using the foundation by Nars. It's called Radiant Longwear. I'm using a shade that's 2 to 3 shades darker than me, mixed with my true shade, which is Punjab. By doing this, you look so much better in pictures when you create a darker foundation. And if you're worried you're gonna be way too dark, by going in with a concealer that's 2 to 3 shades lighter than you, it just makes it all blend so beautifully together, and it makes you look really, really good. Now I'm gonna be using Tarte Shade Tape in the shade Light Neutral and Light Medium mixed together. I apply this as a base for my eyes. Then I set my concealer with a setting powder. I'm now going to go in with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium. I 90% of the time start eyeshadows with the bronzer that I'm going to be using all over my face. It just makes it look more seamless and beautiful. It also blends in beautifully into the contour that you apply around your face. Using the Minimalist eyeshadow palette by Elcie, I'm going to go in with a small pencil type of brush, and I'm applying this shade right here and applying it to my outer corner of my eye. By using a small brush, it makes your eyeshadow look darker, and by using a bigger brush, it blends it faster. So now, grabbing my Huda Beauty New Nude palette, I'm grabbing the shade Teddy and applying that on the outer corner of my eye and bringing it a little bit inwards. Grabbing the shade Secret, I'm going to apply that on my brow bone just to further blend everything and marry the shades. Now, using Teddy by MAC, I'm going to warm this up on my hand. Now I'm applying this on my lash line, just focusing on the outer end of my eye. And with a small smudger brush, I'm going to be smudging this outward and inwards. I like to do this to create a guide for my liquid liner. So if you have a hard time applying liquid liner, I highly recommend doing this beforehand, and it makes it so much easier to apply your eyeliner later. Now, using the Elcie palette, I'm going to grab this orangey shade and I'm just going to further smudge out the eyeliner. Picking up the shade Crave, with my finger I'm going to lightly apply this shadow in the center of my eye. I'm not going for a super shimmery look, so I'm just lightly applying it. Now I'm using the Maybelline liquid liner and just applying it on the end of my eye and slightly winging it out. I'm stopping right about here. This makes your eyes look longer and bigger. I love doing my eyeliner like this. Now, with the sharp Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium, I'm just applying it under my eye, on my chin, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and around my lips. If your sponge is dry, just lightly mist it with any setting spray that you have or rose water. I'm using Nars concealer in the shade Custard, and I'm going to further brighten up my face with this concealer. And I'm using the Makeup Forever 234 brush, and I'm going to blend this in. This is one of my favorite concealer brushes, and it's actually more than just a concealer brush. You can use it for eyeshadow, for contour on the nose. It has many purposes. Makeup Forever brushes are one of my favorites. If you're looking for new brushes, I recommend anything from them. So now, using the Huda Beauty setting powder, I'm using the shade Pound Cake. And with my beauty blender, I'm just going to set all over my face. I'm picking up the lashes by House of Lashes in the style Siren. My favorite style is Siren Flare, but I'm just going to cut these right about here and create my own flare with these. I always curl my lashes before applying mascara. And before I do the corner lash application, I always like applying mascara as well. Then with the leftover corner piece, I'm applying that right at the end of my lash line, and I'm going to lightly press it to blend it in with the previous lash that I applied. I'm now going in with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Plus and applying that under my eye and in my T-zone area. This is a really glowy, mattifying type of powder. And now I'm going in with the MAC Mineralized in the shade Medium, and I'm bronzing up my face with this. This is the same shade that I've used as a base for my eyeshadow. Using the Matte Velvet Skin Powder in the shade Y315, I'm going under my bronzer and just pressing this in with a makeup sponge. I get these makeup sponges off of Amazon or at a beauty store. and it creates more of a filter-like look applying it with a sponge and using this powder. This is one of my favorite matte powders. It gives you a full coverage look without it being cakey. Now using the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder in the shade 2, I'm just lightly going over my T-zone area just to further matte out my skin and make it look more airbrush. Going back in with the MAC Mineralize with a Makeup Forever angled brush, I'm contouring my nose very lightly. I'm not going for a super chiseled look on my nose, I just want a little bit of a definition. I also apply this bronzer on my lips. It makes your lips look bigger and it creates like a nice nude base for your lipstick and lip liner. Now I'm grabbing my Comographic pencil from MAC. It's in the shade NC15/NW20. I apply this as a nude eyeliner in my waterline. And this is like my favorite part of doing my makeup because it makes my eyes look brighter and bigger and more awake. This pencil could also be used as a concealer. I use it for my brow bone and also to clean up any lipstick that I do. Now using the blush from Milk, I'm going to warm this up on my hand. I'm grabbing a Makeup Forever brush in the style 122 and I'm going to be blending in the cream blush into the apples of my cheeks. Using a brush that has these long type of bristles is perfect for cream products. So I highly recommend anything with long bristles like this to apply cream blush or any type of creams. I'm looking to buy new cream blushes. I'm really curious to know what have you guys been loving. So comment down below your favorite cream blush so I can check it out. Lip liner, I'm going to be using Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Iconic Nude. This lip liner is so creamy and it just glides on your lips. It's one of my favorite lip liners because it's very moisturizing and not so drying. Now I'm grabbing my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Sand, and I'm applying this just in the center. I'm using just a little bit because a little goes a long way with these. They're so pigmented and the color goes on really well and it stays on for a really long time. With liquid lipsticks, they can be on the drying side, so if you're going for that matte look, I recommend applying a lip balm towards the end just to make it more hydrating and look more beautiful. Lip gloss, I'm going to be using the Dior Lip Maximizer in the shade 001. This is a lip plumper, so it does make your lips look bigger. For highlight, I'm going to be using Victoria Duke Beauty in the shade Ring Light, and I'm grabbing my Makeup Forever 144 brush, and I'm just applying this on the high points of my face. This highlight is more glowy. For highlights, I like it to be glowy and dewy. I don't like shimmery ones, so this honestly makes you look so good. It's really glowy and it's highly pigmented as well. I like applying just a little bit on my nose since I do have a little bit of texture on my nose. If you apply too much highlight on your nose when you have that, and honestly emphasize it more, so I do go for more of a matte look on my nose. Now I'm just spraying my face with MAC Fix Plus. Just when I thought I was done, I'm applying Buxom Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Dolly. It's more of a pink tone, so it matches better with my eyeshadow and creates more of a balance. This is the final look. I really liked how the look turned out. It's very glowy and super pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Till next time.